let me get a vanilla iced latte, please. Yep. Okay. Thank you. We're just gonna sip that on the way to our airplane. Because today we are flying a fun route. And when I say airport to airport, I mean airport to airport. So obviously we gotta walk to our plane. And we are going to, I believe, let me double check the flight plan here. We're going from Belfast to Edinburgh. So we got a fun route ahead of us. Belfast, as you can see, is an absolutely ridiculously cool airport. And I ate here last week, and I swear it gave me like the biggest, I don't want them to hear me, gave me the biggest bubble gut, like hot snakes and bubble gut. Like I was just on the toilet the entire night, and it just ruined my night in Portland. So getting off the plane in Portland didn't sit well with me. Don't eat there if you're ever in Belfast. Belfast? I don't know. But we got a fun route. We're in the Phoenix today. We're flying of course, our EasyJet Airbus A320. And we're gonna have a great flight. I'm feeling good today. It's a beautiful morning. We got some light showers, but nothing too crazy. Let's see if we can see our plane from here. It's over there. You see that logo light on? That's ours. Lots of EasyJet here at Belfast. Not a big Belfast knowledge person, but I would imagine it's could possibly be one of their main airports, their hubs, you could say, but we got some people in here, so I'm going to try not to embarrass myself by speaking out loud, but hello. Excuse me. Kind of power walking through here. We got a plane to fly. Do I want a Coke? What do they got? You know, I'm a sucker for sodies. Sungus, Diet Mountain Dew. Why don't you have normal Mountain Dew? Just have. I don't need a Coke. It's going straight to the hips anyway. Hello. These people are probably all going to be on our flight today. But, you know, excuse me, I'm sorry. Alright, we're almost there, guys. There's the plane. Hi, sweetheart. It's looking great. Not too many passengers today, but fun hop nonetheless. Luckily for us, we do not have to wait through security, because we've already done that. But let's go ahead and board our flight today. Like I said, beautiful morning. Intermittent showers, nothing too crazy. It's not going to bother us. We're going, it's such a fairly short hop, 158 nautical miles. We will be up at 26,000 feet, so nothing too crazy. It's not going to, weather's not going to affect us, but I'm going to do a little walk through here. This is one of the newer EasyJet Airbuses, as you can tell. It's very pretty. Very nice. We already did our walk around. The first officer got that done. So now we just need to make sure we're ready for departure. All of the flight plan, the performance perf information's been inputted, and I think we're good to go. We're just gonna start the APU up, close the doors, and get ourselves pushed back. So yeah, we'll fast forward through boarding. I don't want you guys to have to do that. That kind of breaks our whole illusion here, but whatever, you know. Alright, back in the seat, back in the saddle. We're looking nice. But let's go get this APU fired up. Master, give it a little start. Oh, didn't mean to pull that down. I will say the Phoenix is the only Airbus that's in the sim that has this feature. And after sitting in a real A320 at work, the first thing I did was pull this standby compass down, and it looked like it hadn't been pulled down in probably 11 years. But I thought that was fun. My coworkers looked at me like I was a maniac, like I was about to rip apart the headboard there, and I said, nope, there be a compass in here, you know what I'm saying? They were like, I bet. They didn't say that. But look at this beautiful little tail, little exhaust coming out the butt. That's the plane's butt, by the way. I don't know if you're aware of that. They taught us that in flight school. We had a whole week on the butthole of the plane, so I'm fairly proficient. But yeah, wait for the APO. Oh, 100P. We'll go ahead and throw our bleed on. And we'll get rid of this external power here. Don't need it. We can go ahead and close our doors. Pop off that. Take our chocks and cones out. And get that jetway out of here, buddy. Seeing this little window shade here reminded me of something. I have the Flight Sim Studios. Oh no, tell me it's not going to do it here. You're kidding. Oh, thank God. I have the Flight Sim Studios Embraers, and the 170/175, there's a window shade on this window, and I, pulled it out one time, and now there's no click spot to make it go back down. So it's permanently there, and it's driving me bananas. And I've tried everything. I've updated the plane. I've done everything, and it's still there. Through an update, 2 updates, this window shade is still there. And when I get in and I see that, it P-words me off, and I don't feel like flying it again. So I found that interesting. I love the Embraers, but man, that bothers me so bad. But anyway, let's get our beacon on here. I don't even think I've got GSX booted up. It's got to load. No, I didn't know you were doing the pushback. But this will be a great route, dude. I'm telling you, I never flew in the UK ever. And then just recently I saw their amazing airports.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Awesome. Get to it then. But I saw their incredible airports, and it made me want to fly here. And the terrain out here is just fantastic, man. It's so beautiful. Like the farm fields, it's wonderful. So I'm a big fan of it.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Thank you. But yeah, we're going to have a nice route. I'm very excited for it. Let me just turn the stream on here on my iPad and make sure everything's going well. Yeah, it looks great. Cool. Alright. So we're rocking and rolling. I'm new to streaming, so I have issues with audio and whatnot sometimes, so it's nice to get some confirmation.
Locking gear.
Alright, just do it, buddy. You don't have to tell me every time, everything you're doing. But beautiful day to fly. Winds are fairly calm. We're looking nice. Feeling good. We're going to Edinburgh, which is going to be fun. So we want our nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes.
Releasing brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Got the flight attendants running the announcements in the back there. But like I said, an absolutely beautiful morning. Smooth air, good times. Let's go ahead and take a look outside. Wonderful. Man, the Phoenix is so nice. I was so iffy on it at first, but it's my favorite plane in the sim. And I get why people, you know, are so obsessed with it. It's amazing. Now, I'm not sure where GSX is really pushing me right now. We're about to hit a van. Oh, just missed her. Let's do this. Stop here and complete fishback.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set. Alright. Hold on, I'm gonna get a sip of my Starbucks. I just paid $11.78 for it. Alright. Actually, I think in the UK their currency is doubloons. Paid a fistful of doubloons for this coffee. UK sucks, America's better. Just kidding. Well, I'm not, but UK is very pretty.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Alright.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Oh yeah, let's start an engine. What am I doing? I guess I'm right by a building, so I thought they would pull me up, but they didn't. Go ahead and start engine 1. Let's get our transponder set up here. Excuse me. Flip that baby on. Alright, and 2 is rising. We're looking good. Keep an eye on that. I wish the Phoenix implemented the weather radar. I think PMDG just did, but it's not like a real one. It just looks nice, you know. Was the door open? Excuse me. Alright. Bye, GSX. Did a great job. Sorry, van. You're getting completely demolished here. Alright. Like I said, lots of EasyJet. But anyway. Hey, look at that EGT, Tim. Blah. We getting crazy. Smoke weed like Snoop Dogg and stuff. Start engine 2. Watch our temperatures. Sorry, I'm itching my eyeball. It's a max auto brakes. Is there anything there's something I was gonna do earlier and I can't remember what it was. Let me turn co-pilot's constraints on. Okay. By the way, from watching other streams, I find myself mumbling so much. There goes one of my fellow planes. Hope he has a safe flight. So I'm gonna try not to mumble as much as I do, but, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Alright, Good engine starts. Let's go ahead and flip this back to norm. Turn the APU bleed off. APU's coming off. I actually remembered this time. If you've watched any of my other streams, you will probably be familiar with the fact that I do not ever remember to turn that off. Get the flaps down into position, as Jack Black would say. Beautiful. Need to trim out for about 20%, I believe it was, or 0.2. We'll go right there. Be a little extra with it. And we'll arm our speed brakes. I think we're good here. Should be getting a ring from the cabin here soon, telling me that this cabin's secured. I like to get the landing lights to off because that flips them out, but it doesn't turn them on. You can see them right there. I actually work as a ramper with only Airbus every single day, and for the longest time I had no idea where the 320, the landing lights were. They're hidden in the body. But, alright, do our scans. Everything looks good. I think we're ready to go. Let's get a little flight control test going. Ailerons are looking good. Elevator. Nice and good. Look at the riders. Looking nice. Alright. Give the cabin a little ring and we'll be good. Nope, not the mechanic.
We now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on the air.
Off we go.
A safety guide in your seat pocket showing the exit oxygen mask. Life jacket.
Look at that. How spectacular is that?
There are two emergency exits at the rear, or in the middle.
God's been so nice to me. Let me have this sort of sim set up. I'm very happy with it. I'm very aware that, you know, not everybody can have a nice setup, so thank you, God. You're too kind to me. Bye, Belfast. I'll see you next week, I'm sure. I checked the levels on the stream again. Okay. That sounds perfect. Very happy with that. We're going to be departing runway 07. And yeah.
When on time, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or you stop enough, blow the ignition. There's a light and whistle for the capture. We also carry
I tried running the seated passengers, and my system could not handle it. I wish it was a little better optimized, because there's a lot of things it can handle. I mean, I'm streaming right now. And with the resolution I have, all that good stuff, I've got a 3060 Ti and a Ryzen 5 5600, so nothing too crazy, but I can run the A380, I can run, I mean, obviously the Phoenix, you're seeing great performance with that. Just, for some reason, the seated passengers, which I guess makes sense, really, you know, takes it out. But let me sip my 50 doubloon coffee again, hold on. Alright, and also a fun fact, since I don't have the face cam on for the stream, you are hearing me through a telex microphone, headset, rather, aviation headset, which I didn't realize, but essentially hangs in right there in every Airbus. Alright, we should have stopped there. That's our hold short line. And by the way, speaking of hold short line, where's the radio at? I just realized that's not going. Oh, there it is.
Victor Golf Oscar, request
Perfect.
taxi clearance.
Alright,
Victor Golf Oscar.
let's get our
Are you in
landing
receipt of
lights on
information,
and
Victor?
our strobes to
Victor Golf
cross
Oscar,
this runway.
Victor Golf Oscar, thanks. Advise PB.
I like that. I got a little
UB
shot of the
143, Victor Golf Oscar.
cargo bins whenever we do
Victor Golf
GSX.
Oscar, thanks. Taxi via Golf 2 and Delta. That's Golf 3 to holding point Bravo 2.
Golf 2 Delta and Golf 3.
We're
and,
looking good. Nobody on
Bravo 2
final.
holding point. Victor Golf Oscar.
Nobody on the other side. We're ready to rock. Dude, I don't know why I thought of this, but I feel like somebody somewhere will appreciate this. You know that TikTok song that's like, how does it go? It's like the new Big Stepper, Underground Metal. That song will make me, I don't even want to say. That song will make me violent.
Victor Golf Oscar, will you be for an intersection or full
I
length
hate
departure?
that song with every fiber of my
after
being.
Bravo 2 intersection.
And there's a lot of TikTok songs that I actually ended up liking because they're just nostalgic. That one I will never like. I had an ex-girlfriend who absolutely hated the "Oh no, oh no, no, no" that song. That drove her up a wall. And that one never bothered me. It got annoying, of course, but it wasn't to the degree that the Big Stepper Underground Metal stupid song is. The moment I heard it, I said, surely people don't like this. And the people said, don't call me shortly. And we're going to play it on every single video that's ever existed. So I was wrong. We're going to blow right through that hold short because I don't care. Let's get tower pulled up here. Let me find the signal from tower. Let me just go ahead and pull over here. So, Aviator, I've got a $35 camera on Amazon Prime that I got, and it's meant for a Raspberry Pi. You know, those little computers. And the reason I got it is for head tracking because it has infrared, so I can do nighttime flights. I can do any sort of, you know, any light in the room, and it still tracks my head. But it's a camera, and then I use OpenTrack right there. So that's how I'm running the head tracking. The Track IR, I always thought was like, you know, pretty cool, but it's like 150 bucks. And the Toby is astronomical. But dude, this thing is just as good as both of them. I'm in love with it. And with the Track, we're clear on the right side. With the OpenTrack software, you can adjust it and do all that kind of stuff. But I have a video on my channel called $35 head tracking. So if you type in $35 head tracking budget flight sim, you'll see it, and I go into more depth on it there. But we got somebody on final, but I don't care. We're still taking off. But yeah, this head tracking works absolutely fine. Well, not fine. It works absolutely great. And the fact that you can do it at nighttime, I think that the Toby's infrared, so it would work, and I guess so is Track IR. They're both infrared, but this is $35, so I would argue there's no other way to find something that cheap. But anyway, oh, you're good, dude. Yeah, just go check it out, type it in, and I go into more depth there. But we're looking good, guys. Let's go ahead and spool up. Alright, everything's in the green. we're going to take off essentially runway heading for about 23 miles, so Toga.
Concentrate, pitch your line up, runway 34
Off we
right.
go.
Runway 34 right, 150.
Airspeed's alive.
Traffic.
I know. I forgot to put that to TARA, by the way. 80 knots, well over. Rotating at about 140. We got a lot of passengers today. V1 and rotate. Alright, positive rate, gears coming up. We got a pretty easy departure. Like I said, we're going straight out runway heading here. Actually, that's a lie. We're going a bit to the right, as you can see, about 70 degrees. Alright, flaps 1, speed checked. Looking good. Go ahead and disarm our speed brakes. And flaps 0. Throttles to climb. We're looking good. I'm gonna hand fly this puppy for a while. Phoenix is a fun one to hand fly. But like I was saying, dude, the terrain out here in the UK is so pretty. When we get in a sunny spot, you can see it really well. Just the farmland, the gray patchy parts, like I love it. I'm running the Apple Maps instead of the Bing with that one mod. The Google Maps mod is what it's, you know, known as, but there's a subsection in there to choose the Apple, and I'm doing that. Oh, dude, nice. Yeah, I went through it. I messed with my settings for the. We need to pitch up more, maintain our speed here. But I went through and I followed some tutorials on the stream settings and using OBS, and I think it's coming out great.
Good morning, runway 34
And I just did a
left, line up.
graphics video too,
Line
like
up at 34
a
left.
couple hours ago. I uploaded it, but I've got a 3060 Ti, so it's a nice card, but it's got 8 gigabytes of VRAM. It's not like a crazy expensive card. A lot of these streamers and content creators have 4090s, and it's just like all that stuff. But hold on, let me get autopilot on. But with the hold on, let me put this to standard. Actually, we'll leave it for now. But yeah, anyway, I just went through a whole video kind of explaining how I get, or how you guys can get unbelievable graphics with a budget card and lossless scaling frame gen, which if you look in the top left corner, that's it running right there. So it's doubling my 30 frames down here. So if it looks abnormally smooth, it's because it's being doubled. But I do like to keep that up, to keep an eye on temperatures and percentages. But yeah, man, I'm so happy with the setup right now. And this is even less quality graphics than I get normally because I'm in 4K with DLSS on, I believe, quality is what I usually run it. But I like to bump it down to performance when I'm streaming just to give me some more overhead. But yeah, check out that video too, man, if you get a chance. It's a good way to, you know, up your graphic game. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. TARA. Boom. See, the thing with it feeling buggy and laggy is your VRAM's getting maxed out. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain that your VRAM is maxed out and it's sluggish and it's trying to keep up. But in that video I go over what settings I bring down so I can bring my resolution up and then have a bunch of overhead for the lossless scaling. Because once it's like running the way it's supposed to and it has enough, you know, GPU overhead to operate, it is the best program in the entire world, and I love it. But I had to fiddle with it for so long to get it that way. Not that you'll have to, because I put it in the video how I did it, but let's get our lights off, we're high enough. But when I first got it, I thought it was terrible. and I was bummed. I spent $7 on it. I thought it was a waste of money, but man, I was wrong. You just got to figure out how to work with it. I mean, just look at that. But yeah, it'll be messed up, but there's a way to set it up, and I go over that in that video. But basically, the principle is lower your settings in a lot of things, but up your resolution. That's gonna make up for the settings, and it looks amazing. But yeah, I mean, almost everything is on low, so I guess it works. Dude, I'm telling you, there's probably a way to make it work, but with 6 gigabytes of VRAM, it may be a lot, you know, harder to do. But just keep an eye out on Marketplace, man. That's where I got this GPU, is on Facebook Marketplace. Some girl had it. She used it for a little bit. I think her boyfriend built her a PC setup, and she ended up buying herself a MacBook, posted the GPU on Marketplace, and I got a killer deal on it. So. But yeah.
Turn to 320.
But I'm sure there's a way you can make it work, but the frame gen might be a little tricky with the 1060 there, Aviator. But, you know, save some pennies, man, I'll tell you. Any card that's not, any 3 series card, and even probably some of the, you know, 2000 series, TI, whatever the heck cards, will be able to use it really well. But, yeah. But look at that. Look how pretty that is. Absolutely wonderful. But one thing that would help you with your card is go into your texture resolution and lower that down as low as you're comfortable. Well, actually, with that kind of card, I'd probably go, like, maybe not the lowest, but the one from the lowest on the texture resolution. It's going to make you restart the sim after you do it. An SSD is a must. I'm on a hard drive, that's probably... Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I have an SSD because I knew nothing. I still hardly know anything about computers, man. Like, I only built a PC for Flight Sim. That's the only reason I built my own computer, is for Microsoft Flight Sim. And so it was a whole learning experience for me. And I basically looked online at pre-builts for, you know, that were advertised good for Flight Sim, and just copied those specs and built it myself. But I've got an SSD. I couldn't tell you what the difference is on having it from that versus a hard drive. I'd imagine it makes some difference, but I wouldn't think it's too much. But lower your texture resolution and see if that improves performance by a good bit, and then try to up your resolution, like your base resolution from there. Am I not inclined? I am inclined. I don't know why it's blinking at me. There it goes. I need to put this to standard. Okay. There we go. I always forget which way is standard. Gotta pull it down. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Honestly, Facebook Marketplace is going to be your best friend. And just look for PC upgrades that way. Because, dude, before I got into flight simming, I had about, I think it was 8 guitars. I'm going to level off here, because we've got about 100 miles left. I had 8 guitars, and I'm down to 3. I sold all the other ones, just building this PC, get my hardware, as far as like the yoke and stuff like that.
Tower Endeavor 3730, visual 24 left.
Find some old stuff you don't use if you can't sell it. Look on Marketplace and just slowly, you know, do your best to upgrade what you got. Because it's definitely worth it, man. And you don't need a 40 series card for this stuff.
Alright, we'll slow it down and land 24 Endeavor 3730.
But yeah. And especially if you're planning to do what I'm planning to do and, you know, actually go through flight training and flight school, having a PC is invaluable. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. It's absolutely necessary in a way, because it's going to help you so much with training. But we need to get down to 6,000 for our initial approach here. 6,000 set, and we're going to go down at about 1,500. So it's a quick cruise. We'll go ahead and let the everybody know. Probably should have done that before we started.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowance.
Roger, Tower, low Jazz 716, already 24 knots.
In your inside road,
Jazz 716, tower turn right heading 320. Remain this frequency for now. Wind 27015, clear for takeoff 24 left.
Heading at 320, the right turn will stay with you, pre-takeoff at 24 knots, Jazz 716.
the any product, on the direction, or your line to make great service, and just after, we join you in the plane.
Because 3400, descend 6000.
6000.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Aviator, I stream kind of sporadically. I'm not on a regular basis with them, but, you know, if you sub or something, I'm sure it'll let you know, or at least show up in your homepage a lot, you know, quicker. But when we get to Edinburgh, I've actually got a payware airport for Edinburgh that I haven't seen
Jazz
yet.
987, turn left heading 320.
So that's actually exciting.
Up heading
We're going to
320,
discover this airport together. It looks super detailed. So I'm going to park the plane. We're going to deboard. And if you missed the beginning of the stream, I actually... Oh, you did sub. Oh, I remember you actually. Now that I'm looking at your profile picture, yeah, I remember that. I think you've commented on something, or I've replied to you or seen you somewhere. Thank you for the sub, man. God bless you. But if you missed the beginning of the stream, we started at the Starbucks inside whatever airport we came out of. Forgot what it's called, Belfast. And I walked all the way through the terminal to the plane, so we're going to do the same, walking to the, I don't know, somewhere in there. We're going to go check out that new airport. But yeah, I've definitely seen your profile picture. But yeah, glad you're here, man. So it won't be over right away, but I like to keep them a little short because, you know, a couple hours in cruise gets pretty brutal for a stream. I don't think I'm all too interesting in that regard. But yeah, man. Beautiful livery. I think this is I got this from the Phoenix sort of livery manager. I'm in love with it. But yeah, man, I'm loving streaming. I did a couple with the face cam, but it's just such a hassle. And I don't like people seeing me, you know. I don't have much to you know, you don't really need to see my face. I forget that most streamers are just playing the game. TLA, is that where it's taking me to? Where are we going? Another trick there, Aviator, if you don't have it already, excuse me, I burped, is the Auto FPS program. It's free. I believe it's on GitHub. I think I had it in the video, the settings video posted today. I think I put the link to it in the description. If you don't have that, definitely check that out, because that will help your ground performance like crazy. Like my TLOD is set to 25 whenever I get below 300 feet. And when I'm above 300, it puts it at 100. So I have such smooth landings, you know, despite the traffic, despite pay wear. add-on airports, all that stuff. So definitely look into that. If you're having any issues stuttering on approach or just low frames on the ground, it's perfect for that. I love that EasyJet orange. So pretty. I'm liking this camera angle too. Yeah, dude, definitely. I linked to it in that video, so you'll see it there. I guess it's not good streaming etiquette to recommend different videos in the middle of a stream, but afterwards check it out and download that if you don't have it already, because you'll see a huge performance boost with that.
To join, cleared,
But yes, I am in North Carolina, in the States. Trump just won. We're sitting in North Carolina in the EasyJet, flying in the Europe, having a great time. I wonder what these little dots are. Is this a graveyard? Or is it just not loaded in correctly? I think I'm high enough where it's doing sort of lower textures, but we got a solar farm out here. It's looking very cool. Oh, and Turkey. Yeah, that's quite the distance there. It's definitely a lot farther than I would have guessed. That's wild though. Somebody in Turkey is watching me stream in my little simulator room in North Carolina, man. That's cool. That's a trip to think about. God bless you, Aviator. I appreciate you being here, man. What time is it there, by the way?
Turning 69, turn left heading 330 to 10.
I'm curious. I don't know what the...
330.
That's called technology. Yeah, I know. Just blows my mind. I forget about it. Forget other places exist. 10:50 a.m. Wow, it's 2:50 here. It's quite the difference. But we're looking like we're coming in here. I've got my ForeFlight pulled up, and it's showing me way off course as far as where this next waypoint is. But on my flight plan here, it's showing me A-okay, so I don't know. I've got about a little over 15 miles to get to 6,000. We're at 9,600. We're good. So let's go ahead and throw our lights on here. Is there anything else I need to do? We'll let the cabin know we're descending here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin lamp is facing so that your laptop is charged.
Air Canada 5366, sir. Speed 1990 now.
Going 190, Air Canada 536.
But yeah, this EasyJet livery is easily one of my favorites. Very cool. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Space is the reason I haven't tried DCS. I've got a brother who was in the Army. He's a police officer. He's big into, you know, military, and he's not so much into aviation, but, you know, he respects it. He thinks it's cool. He's mentioned it to me. But after Flight Sim 2024 comes out, I'm going to have to invest in more storage. I've got a terabyte SSD, which is a lot, but it's crazy how quickly it fills up with, you know, mods and stuff you download on flightsim.to, so I want to get another terabyte, but it's expensive. It's like 60 bucks. Guess that's not too expensive, but for me it is. 60. Oh, we got another plane there. Do we see him on the traffic? Yeah, we do. Cool. I used to run without traffic at all. I had it turned off for like months. And then I got FS traffic, which I need to do a video on FS traffic. How have I not thought of that? I need to do a video on the camp out by Parallel 42 and SimFX. Those are good video ideas. I might write that down. But SimFX is just so much. It's a lot easier on your system than the FSLTL, which I used forever. I think FSLTL is a better program if you could run it, but I cannot run it. It just kills my system like crazy. But we're at 6,000 feet here. 200, oh my goodness. That's more than this is with all my mods. This is sitting at, I think, 170 something. Well, I think that's the base sim. I think my community folder is probably like, I don't even know, dude, like 400 or 500 gigabytes it's gotta be. Because this is pretty much the only thing I have on this PC, and you know, I've got like 100 gigabytes of space left. But yeah, 200, 250, that's wild, but it does look cool. If I did have it, oh, let's get flaps in. I guess it's taking us down to what? 160, okay, I guess we're going to do a burst phase here. Actually, I'm gonna manually change the speed here. We'll go 200, 205, right there. But yeah, that's a lot of space. And I believe these windmills are from, what's it called? We Love VFR, that freeware mod that's on flightsim.to. It adds cell towers, cranes, windmills, so that looks really good. I forget that's not in the base sim, but that's like a necessity to have. But yeah, I was seeing something about DCS having like add-on for cities and areas. Like it's a very, like the stock version is not gonna be pretty essentially.
160 to QRX.
Like you need to really, to enjoy it, you need the add-ons and the different cities and maps and airports and stuff. Who's calling me? What do they want? Yes.
The cabin is now secure for landing.
Alright. Thank you, Toots. Throw that back on. But nice. Got about 28 miles left in our flight plan here. So let's go ahead and speed down to around 170 something, 180 for now. We'll throw in flaps too. Beautiful. Wonderful. But yeah, I really like the any builds A320. Like, it's super nice for what it is. You know, $0. You can't beat that. But I'm loving the Phoenix. But the any builds is honestly, it's just as good. But I don't know enough about the Airbus systems to really stress test the Phoenix and see how much better it is. I'm a point A to B ILS, you know, put her on the pavement kind of, you know, flight simmer. I focus more on super realism when I'm flying prop planes and doing patterns on VASIM and that kind of stuff. Which I need to do another VASIM video, because those are just so fun to make. I've done a couple videos on,
Chaz 689, descent
you know,
5000.
doing patterns, doing VFR inbound, getting flight following, that stuff. But I have a great time doing that. It's super nerve-wracking, but when you nail it, it feels amazing. But look at all these farm fields with the winter sort of trees and everything going on. Yeah, I flew the any builds for a good maybe 2 weeks before I got the Phoenix, because the any builds was just so nice at, you know, as far as the textures and the mods, and it's miles better than the fly-by-wire I found, and I think it's a lot better than, oh crap, I'm supposed to be at like 3,000 by now. Yikes. Let's go down here and we're just gonna dump this guy way down. Can't even see where we're at, 1400. That should hopefully get us back on track here. Let me pull my speed brakes out, help this descent. But the any builds made me want to get an even more in-depth Airbus. So that's why I'm in the Phoenix now, but I never had any issues with the route. Actually, I did, now that I think about it. I chalked it up to user error, but it could have been the plane. I don't know, I think I did something wrong on that particular example. It's actually not, I don't want to go to 2,000, let's go like 28. Because it's looking like we need to be at 3,000 for our initial approach fix here. And I say this every time, but I like to get below the initial approach fix and come in from the bottom on the glide slope. I was watching a video today and somebody said that pilots call it, I think it's slam dunking, when you come in to the glide slope from the top and you have to descend into it. I thought that was so funny. Oh, we're gonna have to slam dunk this ILS. It's a good name for it. Makes sense to me. But I'm excited to check out Edinburgh. Great reviews. Nice payware airport. I've never seen it. Downloaded it. And Belfast. I think they're by the same company. I'll have to double check. But I used to think Geneva was the best airport in the sim. Not even close, dude. Belfast is amazing. This one's gonna be great, I'm sure, if it's by the same people. So, I'm excited.
Jazz 691, descend
to 170. Got 15 nautical miles left. We're gonna hit this waypoint. And it's just gonna kind of sweep us around, so we'll go ahead and get our landing systems on. I've got auto brake set. Go ahead and bring these up. We'll arm our speed brakes. We're on flaps 3 here. Let's go ahead and get gear down. I like to do it while it's turning. I think it looks super cool. So we'll wait for the autopilot to turn.
And 45, descend to 3,000, and clear the ILS approach, runway 24 left via Lucy.
3,000, cleared ILS approach.
Gotta love that. Where are we going? Oh, I see. I should have done it then. That still looks so good. No, I haven't tried those airports yet, but for the longest time, I only used the FlightSim TO. Let's get our localizer here. I only used TO airports because I just couldn't bring myself to get the payware, modded ones. But now I'm in a payware airport renaissance, if you will, and I'm starting to see why people like them so much. So I'll definitely look into those. But my favorite so far have to be Belfast is the top, and today is my first time flying in it. So, all right, localizer's captured. Let's go ahead and throw approach on. We'll wait for that glide slope. Thankfully, we're not slam dunking today. We're coming in from the bottom. But yeah, I was looking online, trying to find like what. All right, there's a runway in sight.
70 for the ILS.
As you can see, my TLOD is at 100 right now. I could maybe go more, but I don't want to stress my computer out. But once we get to 300 on the, essentially the radio altimeter, it'll drop that to 25, which more than enough covers the airport that you're at. So you don't, things are all loaded where you need them to be loaded. And GSX works so much better that way. But alright, glide slope captured, localizer captured. We're looking good, feeling good, excited. I will say the Phoenix landing gear looked terrible when you're not at the external camera. You're only in like a saved camera view, a cockpit camera save. I think that's their way of reducing sort of stress. But look at this flap mechanics. I've never seen that. That's insanely detailed. You never look at that. I just happen to have a camera angle saved here. That's extraordinary. See, that's what I love about the Phoenix. I think they nail a lot better than a lot of people. But yeah, these wheels aren't very reassuring.
Jazz 783 to 75,000.
Like, look at the front. They look like if Tim Burton designed landing gear, he'd make them look like this, like Jack Skellington. But I'm loving that. That's getting me pumped up for this approach here. Let's see what our winds are like. I didn't plan very well. That's a quartering tailwind. It's the worst kind of winds you could have on an approach, but it's all right. We're in a nice big Airbus. We'll make it happen. Might be a little floaty, but it looks like our friend over there got the memo and is coming in on the right side. But we're punk rockers, dude. Who cares about wind? But I usually like to kill the autopilot around 1,000, 1,100 or 1,000 feet, hand fly it in. Alright, let's go ahead and get our throttles back, matching what the auto throttle has. Alright, my airplane. I need to bind a button for that master warning,
69,
so I don't want to take my hands off the throttle.
170 to know it's runway 69.
But we're looking great. I think I still forgot to put it on TARA. It's my bad. It's alright. I can see the traffic, it's right in front of me. But yeah, I need to do a video on FS traffic. But we're looking good. And you'll see once we get to 300 on the radio altimeter, the surrounding's gonna drop to 25 TLOD. And it helps smooth out your approach so much. I accidentally hit the button for autopilot again. Are we?
100 above.
Right there. So now we're at 100. Continue.
Jazz 987, contact tower 11835.
Over to tower, Jazz 987. Yep.
Good.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
A little shaky. Not bad. Reverser's green. Alright. Try to get off the runway. Oh, he's doing a go around. How cool is that? Yeah, this is FS traffic, and I feel like I remember I've done this quite often, believe it or not. Land on a runway the opposite direction I'm supposed to. And I felt like I saw somebody do a go around last time too. But that's so cool to see him do that, I didn't know. Exactly, Aviator. They're lucky that I even, stopped to land at their airport. Who are they to think I'm gonna butter it for free? Yeah, right. People pay good money for that. Let's get our strobes off. And we'll go ahead and start the APU. Something else I always forget to do. It's a great time to start it. When you get to the gates, you just kill the engines. Alright, let's get GSX here. And see what gate we're going to be going to. Gate. Showing me all ramp spots, isn't it? Well, we'll go here. It says available soon. Yes. Show me the spot and activate. Alright. So it's that one right on the corner of that building there. I'll try to remember it. But yeah. You know what's funny is I actually work for Spirit Airlines there.
Sunwing 69, contact tower 11835. 1835, Sunwing 69.
But yes, the rumors are true. Spirit is the Americans' Ryanair.
Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now
Did you see fairly recently, and yes, I just saw your message, seems kind of fast. I was fast. I got distracted, I was too busy yapping. But did you see that Frontier pilot a couple months ago was arrested at the gate? I think he was flying to Charlotte. They were about to leave to come to Charlotte, or he had left Charlotte and was somewhere else. But our gates are Spirit gates are right next to Charlotte, or to Frontier's gates in Charlotte. So I was like, I probably saw that guy. I didn't even realize it, but I guess he got arrested for. Honestly, I think it was some sort of domestic dispute with his wife, but airport's looking nice. It's a killer add-on so far. I'm liking it. But we got flaps up. We can go ahead and put our speed brakes down. Some EasyJet, some Jet 2, or Jetstar, sorry. Oh, I saw the 2. I guess it's Jet 2.
Porter 204, leveling 7,000. Porter 204, arrival, continue runway 24 right, altimeter 2994.
Should see a marshaller
It is
at the gate we're supposed to be at.
24 right.
I can't remember which one I chose, so we'll just get close and hopefully we'll see him. Is that what it was? Yeah, I feel like I remember it being that. But it was in Houston. That's interesting. I think they were coming to Charlotte. I could be wrong, but I remember here in the airport that I worked at being like, do I know, have I seen that guy, you know? Yeah, they're the budget airlines of the States. Oh. Try to find where my GSX people are. Because if I go to the menu, it's just going to have me reselect it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, show me the spot, that's exactly what I need. Oh, we're over here. Oh, I see, we're all the way down there. Alright. I do like that they have a just warp me there function. I'm not going to use that for the stream, but when I'm flying alone, a lot of the times I just want to be at the gate. Wonder what would happen if you use that on VATSIM. They even notice? Probably. The ground controller big.
Porter 204, proceed direct at Dahl, descend 4,000. Direct at Dahl down to 4,000, Porter 204.
Alright. It's not liking the exterior view very much. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and turn the frame gen off. Runway lights off. Those are off. Get those off.
Sorry, 115.
Yeah, it's really not liking it right now.
Doctor 528, Mike X-ray, Tron arrival, hello. Runway 24 right, altimeter 2994, and 8 is now Alpha. We'll get Alpha 2994, get Mike X-ray.
Oh, they're yelling with their hamburgers. You know what I'll tell them? Here's what I'm going to say to those passengers. You ready for this? Here, I'm going to make a PA announcement. Hey, flight attendant tells me you guys are up and walking around. We're not supposed to be up yet. The seatbelt signs are still on. So, this is your captain speaking, by the way. Maybe just sit down. I don't even know if I'm at the right spot, honestly. There's my cabin announcement. Sorry I had to get so mean with them, but sometimes you gotta be a man, you know. I don't see a marshaller at all. So, we're just gonna eyeball it. Taking some of those Spirit Airline tendencies with me. Oh, we're crooked. Look at the brake smoke. That's the A320 immersion. That's awesome. Bam. I can't really brag too much. I'm doing it from exterior view, but anyway. Alright, let's get our APU bleed on.
Stand by, first
kill the
uniform
engines.
0 Mike, turn right heading 150, descend to 3000.
Right heading 150.
We'll give them time to spool down.
Uniform 0 Mike.
I'll unclick these for the next guy. Alright, let's turn our beacon off. Nice. Let's deboard. Guess we've got, is that our jetway or is that his? Oh, we got one right there. I may have parked too close. That's gonna do it. I'm just gonna not use GSX right now. Phoenix essentially has GSX built into it. That's why I like that cargo view. When we do use GSX, they unload, you can see them unloading, it's pretty cool. But that's what the inside of the cargo bins actually look like. They did a great job at Phoenix. But yeah, let's get our controller on here and we'll go take a walk through this airport. I don't know why I am just being crushed right now with my frame rate. Maybe this airport's just mega, you know, hard on the system or something, I don't know.
Morningstar 8070, turn right heading 350.
Right, 350, Mike, there you go.
Oh, I always forget that rotates. But yeah, this is killing my frame rate. Could just be from the stream and my system's kind of a little tizered. But we'll go ahead and walk through this airport and see what's up with it. And to leave the aircraft, the passengers actually have to give me $20.
Turn left heading 270, intercept, descend to 20.
They have to physically give me $20 cash, or I will not allow them to leave the airplane.
Maintain 2,500 to establish cleared ILS 24 right, Brickyard 4347.
Well, the jetways are not modeled, but that's alright. But it looks like my frames are fairly back to normal. I have the frame gen off, so it's only giving me what the, whatchamacallit, MSI is showing is accurate right now. But I hate that they don't model the jetways at most of the payware airports. It blows my mind. There's our plane. Let's go check the airport out, man. Where is this again? Edinburgh. It's a fun word to say.
4,000, 4,000, Jazz 931.
But yeah, I don't know why it started lagging out super hard. And it could just be the airport. I know Jackson Hole. It's an airport in, I believe, Utah or Colorado. It's like a business. It's where a lot of business jets fly into. Super pompous, you know, rich area where a lot of jet owners go. But it's not a big airport. It's one runway, a couple hangars, but that absolutely murders my system like crazy. Can we go in here? I don't think so. Nope. Okay, now we're above the building. But that completely kills my system, and it's so weird because it's not a big airport. What is that? Is that a jetway? Kind of. That's pretty cool. So this may just be like that, honestly, but that's alright. Hello, we're in Edinburgh. But anyway, let's speed it up. Let's get a brisk walk going. We'll find our way into the main airport. Yeah, it doesn't. Ooh. We'll just pretend there's a door there.
Richard 4308, flying 300, and are you picking up icing?
300 really?
And copy, affirmative on the icing, moderate, pick up 420.
Nice bathrooms. This part looks really nice. Good job on the flooring. Let's take a look at the road here. Oh wow, yeah. That's super nice. The parking, everything looks great there. I cannot complain. Let's keep going. I like how you can actually read the boards. A lot of the airports will just have pixelated, blown out crap on that. It's a little detail, but I notice it. Yeah, I'm happy with this part of the airport. It's really nice.
6,000 Jazz 873.
Let's see if this is modeled. I'm a lady. Ooh. Excuse me, is there anybody? Oh. I didn't know women went to the restroom on the roof, but apparently they do. They're like a dog at an apartment building. Take them on the roof. A little patch of turf. Let them go to the bathroom there. Get a little... That doesn't look like it's somewhere you can actually go into. We just kind of saw it earlier. Oh, we're on the roof again. Sorry, ladies. Don't mean to go in your bathroom. This part's pretty nice. I think I was really spoiled with Belfast. That thing was just so unbelievably well modeled. But this is looking pretty good. I can't complain. Dude, I saw the iFly toilet and I love that. I love that the tray tables come down. The toilet's modeled. Ooh, this is nice. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I love. Pointless things that add nothing to the, you know, the flying aspect, but everything to the you know, the experience aspect. I don't like how they did that. The sprites there, but the sign looks great. That's good. But everything else is looking
528
nice.
Mike X-ray, descend to 8,000.
Send 8,000, 8 Mike X-ray.
Let me try to click FrameGen back on. I'm gonna stare at the floor so my VRAM goes down like crazy. See if it'll let it work. No, it doesn't like clicking on. Oh, you can see it now. It's in the. Let me do this. Give me a second. My apologies.